Capricorn. Welcome back. My name is Lightworker Whit, and I'm so excited to get into your December 2024 forecast. All right, so we've got a lot to cover today, so I'm going to give you an overview of what you can expect. We're going to first get your jumper for the theme of the month, okay? And then we're going to go into your monthly forecast, give you an overview of December overall. Then we're going to look into your love and career and finances. Those two spreads are going to look like what to expect, the unexpected theme of the month, all right? Now, please remember this is a collective reading, so receive what resonates, release what doesn't, all right? You know your truth, you know your story. You're going to feel and know in your body if something is meant for you or not. And if something doesn't make sense, take it in and then feel free to come back and watch us at the end of the month. A lot of times things make more sense and dots start to connect at the end of the month, okay? All right, now if you'd like a reading on your specific situation, if anything I says connects with you personally and you want to dig deeper, you can schedule that with me at any time. All of my links are below, okay? Now, I am going to be doing just a couple more December, 2025 forecasts. So that's forecast for the year ahead overall. I'm not going to do them on my YouTube. They just take too long. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just one person. I know there's a lot of other YouTube channels who are giving you 2025 forecasts, like really in-depth readings. I don't have the time. I'm sorry. I really don't. I really don't. Those people who do that only do YouTube. Let me just let you know that right now. I have private clients, I have events, and I'm running my social media, y'all. I don't have the time. So if you want your own 2025 forecast, you can order that. But otherwise, I'm going to give a very quick, high-level video in the middle of the month, okay? All right, so I do have your card for your theme of the month. It's actually a really good card, so make sure you stay tuned to the end to read it, or for me to read it, because you're going to want to hear that one. I like to read them at the end because I feel like they kind of round out your reading. So with the card you just got, I'm really excited to see what else we get for you. Also, go ahead and start taking a couple of deep breaths for me, Capricorn, okay? Wow. Capricorn, I love this so far. Capricorn, this is a lovely month for you. Wow. December, we're coming into your season at the end of the month. I'm going to jump right in, okay? Current self, 2 of Cups here, partnership. So if you are partnered, it seems that your relationship is really strong right now. Maybe you're seeing someone new. That's where your focus is at the top of December. 2 of Cups is also about partnership. So while it can be romantic, it's also about platonic relationships, or like best friends, or business contracts as well, or business partnerships as well. So there's a partnership that you're really focused on at the top of December. Theme of the month is Page of Pentacles. So you're working very hard at something. Page of Pentacles does represent the earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. There is something that you are diligently trying to improve upon. You're trying to learn and invest time and energy into something. I think the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles are very similar because both parties are really eager to learn. But think of the Page of Pentacles as someone who, like, they absorb information and they're ready to challenge. Well, I thought you said, that's kind of like Page of Pentacles. Well, didn't you say, and isn't this, that's kind of like Page of Swords. Whereas Page of Pentacles, they're going to observe. They're like, okay, that's how they did it. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, that's how I need to do this. Let me write that down. Okay, they're a quiet observer. That's the difference between the two, for me. I can't really say how other readers interpret it. And the Page of Pentacles is going to absorb all that information, and they're going to apply everything that they've learned. They're not going to challenge or be too inquisitive about it. They're going to learn, absorb, and they're going to execute. Okay. Now that's the theme of the month for you. Key goal to pursue is the Six of Cups. So we have perhaps old relationships that we need to explore. The Six of Cups represents anything tied to the past. This oftentimes represents family. So maybe you're around a lot of family this month, or you need to pursue getting connected with family. The Six of Cups, however, also represents things you've done in the past. This could be old work projects, old colleagues, old friends. We are in a Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde does not end until December 15th. So this is the time where you would be revisiting things from your past. The Six of Cups is also about healing as well, and apologies. Forgiveness a lot of times. The Six of Cups also represents children as well. So if you have a child, maybe your attention is there. Actually, let's see if we can clarify that. Because Six of Cups is one of those cards to me that just has a bunch of readings. Well, you know what? Actually, I do think it is children for those of you who do have kids, because Page of Cups is right next to it as obstacle to overcome. Page of Cups often represents children, okay? I know in this deck he looks more like a teenager, but in other decks, Page of Cups usually has a child represented on it because it's someone who's innocent, who's young, who's naive. I'm getting ahead, so let's just go ahead and clarify the Six of Cups. Ooh, okay, all right. I got too many cards. Yeah, that was too many, Spirit. We need to try that again, please. Please clarify the Six of Cups for Capricorn. All right, we got one card, and we have the Sun. It's children. It's children. You know, even if you don't have kids, maybe you've got nieces or nephews, or maybe you're trying to have kids. There's a focus on children this month, okay? The Sun is also a very positive card as it represents happiness, joy, fulfillment. And the reason why I'm saying it represents kids is because a lot of times the Sun, and you do actually already have the Sun in your reading here in front of me, there's a child here. Okay, so a lot of times in tarot, the Sun represents children. So there's a huge emphasis on children this month for you. So obstacle to overcome is Page of Cups. So let's clarify that as well, because Page of Cups could be happy surprise. Sometimes Page of Cups does represent pregnancy. I feel like if you're a Capricorn and you're trying to conceive, maybe this has like been a struggle for you a little bit. I really would say if for anybody trying to conceive, this would be a month that you succeed. I'm just being honest. Clarify the obstacle to overcome for Capricorn, please. Ooh, okay. Too many cards again. This deck is a little hard to shuffle. Okay, we've got High Priestess and Justice. Okay. Justice does represent Libra in case anybody is connected to a Libra. And then we have High Priestess. Some people, I think, connect High Priestess to Pisces energies, maybe sometimes Cancer. I'm not really sure entirely, but it's not usually associated with a zodiac sign. To me, this is about trusting your intuition about what's right, about what you want to do or what feels good to you, Capricorn, in order to achieve balance in your life in some way. Sometimes a Page of Cups represents creative projects, something you want to put out there. A lot of times a Page of Cups is nervous because, you know, they haven't really done that before, so they're afraid of how they're going to be perceived. So this would be overcoming that, if that's connecting with you. But, you know, emphasis on intuition. The Page of Cups represents the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So and you know, the water signs are really heavily connected to intuition. And we have this High Priestess here. You're going to have to trust your intuition around a situation. Specifically around your children, if you have any. For some of you, perhaps this is just trusting your gut about a water sign, okay? if you're feeling like you can't really trust them, trust your intuition about what you want to do. Major accomplishment is 4 of Wands. We've got domestic harmony. We've got celebration. We've got home. Some of you guys might be hosting for the holidays. I love that. I'm feeling warmth. I'm feeling cozy. I'm feeling unity. Look at this. This is lovely energy that we have. Like your home and family life are just lovely in December. I really do love that. I love that we've got the 4 of Wands here. So we've got stability, domestic harmony, okay, in your personal home. Four of Wands too, sometimes, like I said, sometimes it could be celebration, and we'll see what comes up in your love and career readings. But it doesn't always have to be tied to home life. It could be tied to work life as well. But it's usually about domestic harmony. What to avoid? 6 of Swords. So this is about a turning point, moving on, moving forward. Spirit is trying to tell you not to move on from something. So let's see. Don't turn your back on something or someone. What is this? Now we have 2 sevens, 7 of Swords and 7 of Cups. 7 of Swords represents strategy, someone who's maybe being deceitful, sneaky. 7 of Cups is about options, being overwhelmed, head in the clouds. That's not really you. You tend to be someone who's a little grounded. It's fantasy, it's options, it's manifesting, it's dreaming. Now with that in this position of what to avoid, to me, it's feeling like someone who's trying to get away with something. What to avoid here is avoid trying to get away with something. That's one message coming through. Like, let's say you fucked up at work or you made a really big mistake and you're just like hoping you can kind of sweep it on the rug and nobody notices. Don't do that because it will bite you in the ass later. That's one message coming through. The other message is don't leave. If you've been thinking that where you are, and really, I want you to pray and meditate about what I'm about to say, because you need to really make sure you're good with where you are in your intuition. But this is feeling like if you're rooted somewhere that you don't exactly like, that could be a job, that could be a home, that could be a city. This to me feels like it's not time to move on yet. You're trying to make plans to get out and move and, move forward, and maybe even being a little overwhelmed by the options. But this is, to me, is saying it's not quite time to leave just yet. Y'all take that how it resonates, okay? But it's not quite time to do that this month. I don't know about December. We haven't looked into December yet, but December is not the month to be making moves. Does that make sense? Okay. What to embrace is the sun here yet again. We've got that child, a heavy emphasis on children, Capricorn. The sun is joy, happiness, clarity, warmth, I really feel like you're just being forced to focus on your family, Capricorn. Focusing on what feels good. Focusing on the relationships that are rewarding and fulfilling, that make you feel seen, that make you feel warm. You ever been, just had a moment on a cold day in the sun, and had that moment? Focus on the people that give you that feeling, who feel like a ray of sunshine. Now here we go with the Page of Swords. Where to find support? Page of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Okay. Again, similar, like I was saying at the top of this conversation, Page of Swords is somebody who's inquisitive, asks questions. They're taking in a lot of information. They're challenging it. They've got a lot of ideas. They're ready to communicate about what they're learning. Page of Pentacles is not really communicating about their learning. They're a sponge. They're taking it all in. Page of Swords is taking it in and spitting it out. Does that make sense? So you've got both of these energies here. But to me, in your reading, the Page of Swords is someone else. Your theme of the month is Page of Pentacles, but where to find support is Page of Swords. I think this is someone else for you. Someone else who can help give you the information you need to be successful, okay? Major accomplishment is not major accomplishment. Advice and encouragement is the Hermit. We do have Virgo energy here in case a Virgo is important to you. The Hermit here is telling me that you are really indoors. You're not out like that. I mean, it's winter, yeah, so a lot of people are inside. But the Hermit here is telling me that you're keeping to yourself. You're not really going to all the holiday parties. You are really focused on what's happening within your four walls. And that's really all you give a shit about right now. That's a pretty clear opening for me, Capricorn. I'm going to pause this and then I'm going to reset for your love reading. Okay, give me 1 second. Where's that pause button? There it is. Ooh. Okay, hi Capricorn. All right, so if any of that resonated with you in your December forecast, feel free to drop some comments below. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get your cards shuffled for your love reading. So we're looking into, again, what to expect, the unexpected, and theme of the month, and then we're going to pull some oracle cards from the romance angels as well. So just think about your love life. This is for people who are single and dating or in established relationships, okay? Capricorn. Every time I think I blow my nose and I'm good, my nose starts running again. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, something is definitely not over. So heavy emphasis on the Six of Swords reverse, on what to avoid here. Okay. If your relationship life was struggling, Capricorn, it's feeling like a connection is going to, it's not over and things are going to improve. Capricorn, please. Children. Heavy emphasis on children. I'm telling you, Capricorn. Okay, let your friends help you. Worth waiting for, and something else came out very soon. Okay, I'll show you guys those in a moment. Okay, so jumping in with what to expect, we have the Nine of Cups reverse and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands typically represents the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But the Knight of Wands typically does represent a player, a boy, someone who be in these streets, okay? He's handsome, he knows it, he's charming, he's fit, he gets a lot of attention. Nine of Cups is happiness, contentment, fulfillment, wish fulfillment. You see how happy she is, she's chilling, okay? Now, we got both of these cards reversed for you. Sometimes the Nine of Cups reverse represents like feeling like something's missing. Like, I have everything but. And I kind of feel like it's that you're not getting enough attention from your partner. I feel like your partner is doing all the things except giving you attention. So that's kind of frustrating for you right now. I do stand by at the beginning of the month that you are focused on your partnership in some way, but like you want more. There's a feeling of wanting more. Okay? Unexpected, we've got Three of Pentacles and the Death card. The Death card does represent sign of Scorpio. I'm going to show it to you upright so you can see, but it came out reverse. Three of Pentacles is about collaboration, working together, putting your heads together, teamwork. Whenever I see the Three of Cups or the Three of Pentacles, sometimes I attribute that to a third party situation. I don't necessarily feel like that's the connection here though. I think Three of Pentacles is more about you and even though it's 3 people, I think it's more about teamwork, about you figuring out a solution with someone you're dating if you guys were having some sort of conflict. Maybe it's about schedules. I'm feeling like schedules is a problem. Feeling like schedules is a problem. The Death card, when it's reversed, it's that you're not letting go. You're not moving on, okay? You're not ending a situation. So instead of ending a connection, you're finding a way to move through it instead. And if you're married, like, I'm not saying that you were on the, maybe some of you are on the brink of divorce, I don't know. This could even be just like an argument. Instead of sweeping it under the rug, you're finding a solution. And the Death card is right next to the World in the shuffle position. I know you guys can't see. It was next to the World reverse. So there's definitely, for me, a heavy confirmation that something is not done. Don't just move on, Capricorn. All right, so with that being said, let me move on to theme of the month, World reverse. Something is not complete. The World is about completion, major accomplishment, chapters closing. You're not done. There's something else to be worked on and resolved here. King of Swords, air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius could be important, but the King of Swords is just somebody who's very intelligent, someone who's very wise and smart. Page of Cups here yet again, okay? We've got that, remember I told you before, it represents children, happy surprise, sometimes pregnancy, okay? 3 of Swords reversed. The swords are falling out. If you were feeling stressed in your relationship life, you're getting over it. You're moving on from that anguish, and things are starting to pick up in your love life. Sometimes the 8 of Wands represents infatuation, getting carried away, getting swept off your feet sometimes. Also, sometimes traveling. I don't really think this is the message about travel, though. I think this is a relationship that was on pause and now is going fast. Does that make sense? I don't really think the relationship ever ended, but for certain reasons, it was just like not moving forward. I want to address this card too, because we've got worth waiting for here, which is what made me think about that. It's not what made me think about pause, but when I think about me saying this relationship feels like it was on pause, it feels like maybe there's time and space between you guys. Like, it's feeling like a long distance connection. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Again, this could relate to children as well. It's feeling like long distance is a thing. Somebody may even be surprising you. Let's say you have a partner who is frequently traveling or in the military or something like that. It's feeling like they're coming home, surprising you. If you thought you were going to spend Christmas or New Year's alone, it feels like they're surprising you. We've got very soon coming here. I love this card because it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. If you've been all like, well, I don't know, focus on what you want. What do you want to happen? Do you want this connection to flourish, or are you giving into the fear of this relationship not flourishing because you're trying to protect yourself? We do that, right? We lean into the anxiety. Well, I just don't know. They're just not being consistent, and maybe I just shouldn't give this too much energy because we're trying to protect ourselves from being hurt. But what happens when we give into that anxiety, right? When we're like, oh, I just know this person's giving me mixed feelings, and I don't know if I should invest. And then first of all, we're putting that energy out, so then that's what we get back. And then when that person hurts you, you're still upset. So it doesn't it doesn't really save you any trouble from protecting yourself. So decide what you want with this person so that you can focus your energy there and attract it to you. Remember, major accomplishment is 4 of Wands. So it's feeling like somebody's coming home for Christmas. What I'm hearing John Legend, I'm 1,000 miles away. Turn on the Christmas lights, I'll do the rest tonight. I'm gonna walk if I have to run. Stop on the highway and stop someone. And all the rivers and oceans, all of the stars just to find where you are. You can count on me. Make a wish, close your eyes and believe. I'll be home, 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 home by Christmas Eve. I know I'm like, I'm figuring some of the words. But first of all, if you've never listened to John Legend's Christmas album, first of all, he has two. He has two. The first one I love because it's more piano. Second one, A Legendary Holiday. That album is always on in this house around the holidays. I'll find my way back to California, somewhere warmer, to tell you I love you again. I'm telling you. So that's what it's feeling. It's feeling like somebody's like coming home for Christmas. Maybe it's your child. Maybe you have a child coming home for Christmas. You and your husband or your partner. Maybe you've got a kid I'm getting a lot of military vibes. I don't know why. I'm getting a lot of military vibes, okay? Maybe you've got someone overseas studying abroad. They're coming home for Christmas, surprising you. Maybe that's too what to expect. You're not like, oh, Christmas would be great if, my fire sign would come home for Christmas. Maybe one of your kids are a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you maybe have a boy. I don't know. All right. So again, children, and it is safe. Hold on, children. Your love life is being affected by children, and it is safe for you to love. I love this card here because I think this is confirming what I was saying earlier. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I like this card because this card comes up when you're feeling anxious. It comes up when you're feeling like afraid to be vulnerable because usually you've been hurt, right? And this card is confirmation like you can trust this energy. You can trust this. Now, here's what I want to say. Again, in my experience, you need to get really good, Capricorn. I don't know where you are in your life or what your situation is. Spirit is telling you, hey, this is a connection you can trust. You can go with this. Take your time. Okay? I don't know how this worth waiting for can apply. It can apply to a lot of different things. Maybe you're waiting for someone to come home, your partner, your kids, your family. I don't know. There's some happy surprise worth waiting for. I'm just telling you. Anyway, going back to my point, you need to get a lock on your anxiety, because if you lean into the anxiety of it all and you start to lean into either your anxious attachment style or your avoidant attachment style, I want you to be really aware of that. I'm going to start linking that book in my description box, because that audiobook, the book itself, but I listen to the audiobook because I don't have time to fucking read. That book, amazing. Attached, honey, if you need to learn more about your attachment style, that is the book, okay? And I want you to trust, I just saw this video too on TikTok. Trust how someone makes you feel, okay? If someone is starting to make you feel like it's uncomfortable, you trust your body. Trust your body. Trust your body. When your body is saying no, is a reason. But if your body is like, yes, I like this feels comfortable, they make me want to be more open and vulnerable, trust it. And you've got to shut down that anxiety. And you have to be real careful at discerning between your anxiety and your intuition. Your anxiety is your ego's way of trying to protect you. Your intuition is spirit trying to protect you. Does that make sense? And that can be really hard if you're not attuned to your intuition to decipher. Let me put it like this. You're never going to feel guilty from backing away from a connection that you intuitively felt the need to pull back from. You're never going to feel guilty. You're never going to feel like you're missing out. Your anxiety will make you feel like, I don't know if I should. I just, what if, I don't know if this is it. I don't know if I want this. And you're going to have all those like, your intuition is like, pull back, bitch. And you're like, heard. Or your intuition is like, let's see where this goes. A lot of times, though, we ignore that intuition. We're like, but it's fine. And we ignore it. Over the years, I've done that. I've ignored my intuition too many times. And I'm always pissed at myself. So I've gotten really, really good, really fucking good at when my intuition is loud and she's ringing, I'm like, all right, heard, click. I hope that was helpful. I really, really do. And maybe I'll do like a TED talk on that later, of like trusting your intuition versus your anxiety. Because your anxiety will have you out here, Capricorn, holding on to a connection out of fear, holding on to a connection that is giving you breadcrumbs because you feel like, and I always often speak from the position of anxious attachment because I am an anxious attachment person. So I want to be better about maybe also speaking from the perspective of an avoidant. So anxious attached people will hold on to connections out of fear that they will not find someone else better or like them, right? And that is a limiting belief, so I need you to clock that. Avoidance will back away from a connection because they fear they'll lose their independence. They fear that that's not the best person for them. They fear that that person will ask too much of them, be too dependent, too reliant upon them. Avoidants have hyper independence. They're hyper independent, and it's kind of, I was supposed to read you a card. They're hyper independent. Okay, which card am I going to read? So we had very soon, we had worth waiting for. Children. The children card is pretty simple. It's a message of either like invite the playfulness back into your love life, or literally your love life is being affected by children, like in some way. I think I want to read the worth waiting for card for you. Maybe even it is safe for you to love. Worth waiting for. I'll find my way back to... Okay. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Your soulmate relationship requires patience as there are many factors involved. Your soulmate's free will choices are beyond you or the angel's control, as is the readiness of both of you for true love. This card comes to you as a reminder that this relationship is worth waiting for. Excuse me. Divine timing is a universal law that is always in operation. It is the flow of everything. If we try to impose our human will and force things to happen, we become out of sync with nature and experience blockages. Similarly, if we fret, when will I meet my soulmate? We put worry energy out into the universe. The romance angels have heard and answered your prayers for a soulmate, and they are working behind the scenes to bring this to you. Your role is to listen to and follow your intuition. Okay? I just said all that. Even if it seems unrelated to your desire, your intuition is like a guide dog leading you along the path of answered prayers. Follow your intuition and trust the timing of the relationship. Couldn't have said it better myself. Okay? Let's look at it is safe for you to love. This card indicates that you're protecting your heart from hurt because of painful relationship experiences. However, the angels can only bring as much romance as you'll allow inside. If you have a shield around your heart, how is love to get in? A closed heart repels the sensitive partner you're trying to attract. Following your inner guidance will protect you and simultaneously allow you to feel loved and loving. Trust your intuitive senses with respect to other people's trustworthiness and open your heart to those who are kind and gentle. Ask the angels to bring caring individuals, including a romantic partner, into your life, and they'll do so, provided that you listen to and follow their guidance. Yeah. I think you know what I'm going to do. I've talked about this to like a few close friends. I recently started, I got to be careful because I got 12 o'clock. I recently started making a rubric for the people I've dated or am dating. Well, I've only just started using it. Again, you guys know I have an anxious attachment style. Despite all of the self-work and healing that I do, I have an anxious attachment style. And please recognize and understand that, because I wasn't always like this, the anxious attachment style person becomes more secure when they're with someone secure. When they are with someone who understands how to validate and reassure them, that person becomes less fucking anxious. So I have unfortunately become, I want to use past tense, had become very anxious and attached because I was dating a series of avoidants who were not reassuring me. So that anxious attachment style kept getting heightened, okay? post my breakup with my ex in 2020. So, anyway, after the most recent fail this fall, I decided to make a rubric. And I wasn't really dating. I was just telling myself, I'm like, you know what? I think I need to make a rubric because I no longer trust myself to make informed decisions about the people I continue to give my energy to. Within dating, you know you're going to come across somebody who you're not aligned and compatible with. That's just part of dating. But unfortunately, anxious attachment style people, they get attached very quickly, and they make a lot of room for potential. Oh, well, he's this or he's that, and you overlook all the red flags, right? Because of 1, 2, 3. Anwar White calls it best gracism. Anxious attachment style people tend to give a lot of gracism. Oh, well, he's not texting me back, but he's got a great job, so let me just see. You know, shit like that. He's got a nice car, but he's not very talkative. I don't know, whatever, something like that. You give a lot of gracism. So I decided, because some people out there are like, don't make a list. Fuck those people. Okay, make the goddamn list. And I don't mean, like, when I say rubric, this is so much different than a list. Your list, when people say make your relationship list, what you desire, call it in. You know, you might be talking about, oh, I want him to be fit. I want him to be 6'4". I want him to have a good job. I want him to not smoke cigarettes, whatever the fuck. Okay, no kids, right? Some women do want people with kids. Viola Davis, she wanted somebody with kids because she didn't want kids. So everybody's situation is different. So when I say rubric, and I think I'm going to put this on my website maybe for like a download or something, and you can edit it to like whatever you desire. I broke it up. So like I had put their information on the type, their name, their birthday, because I need their birthday, obviously. When we met, number of video dates, number of in-person dates, like I have all that like checked off. And this is like real basic. I'm gonna probably make it really cute for like download, because it's literally in a Google Doc. And then I made different sections, okay? And I was working on this while I'm not dating. So this is something like I formulated while I was off the apps, because I needed to have time to decide and reassess, right? So I broke it into compatibility preferences. So I listed all the things that I know would make me feel compatible with someone, of basically my interests and what I'm looking for in my counterpart. My therapist always says, you know, opposites attract, but likes work. Okay? Opposites attract, but likes work. So I had like written out as many as I wanted, and then I counted it all up, and I said, okay, you understand that, all right, this person is going to be perfect. Okay. So I put, in my mind, I was like, I need at least over 50%. I need at least 60% compatibility, because you know they're not going to check all your boxes. Literally, you know they're not going to check your boxes. So some things I had on there were like likes dogs, has done therapy or personal development, like stuff like that. Things that like sci-fi, compatibility things. Do we have enough in common? Like I was dating somebody this summer who was a great catch, so sweet, very kind, but we had very little in common. Oh my God, like I felt like I could tell he had never dated anybody like me before. I knew. I was like, he's so sweet, but we just, like, it was really boring. Which is why you need the rubric, because I probably really should have ended that after the second date. I probably shouldn't have gone on a third date with him, to be honest. Anyway, so I said, okay, I think I have 11 on my compatibility. So I said, okay, we need at least 7. So as I'm getting to know somebody, I'm checking off the things, right? Okay, we got this, not this. Okay, but he has this, not that, right? Now, we move on to green flags. I have essential green flags, essential things that I'm looking for that this man needs to be able to deliver, such as consistent communication. You know, whatever your green flags are. Then I have bonus green flags. Then I have the red flags. If they check any, we're out. 2 max maybe, but I don't know. And then I have abort mission. I have notes for myself of like, all right. Oh, no. I also have a checklist for when we're ready to become intimate. Need a checklist for that too. I need demonstrated actions to know if this person is able to be invited into my spirit, okay? And I only have like 4 for that. But that might be different for every person. And then I have the red flags, and then I have when my attachment system is activated. So I need a visual reminder for myself, okay, when is my attachment style activated? So I know that I need to abort immediately, because if my attachment style is activated, then this man is unable to meet my needs for emotional security, right? And then I have like notes, just notes I want to make on the person. So I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I actually think I'm actually doing this with one person now. And it has been really helpful to, number one, allow me to get to know them without pressure. Like it's affected my relationship with time on how I get to know this person, because I think when you meet someone, usually you're trying to like get the answers fast. Okay, are you this? Are you that? How many siblings? What do you want to do? Where you want to be in 5 years? You're trying to get through all that. But like, because I already know what I'm looking for, I'm just allowing this person to show me. Okay, just to show me if they meet the rubric or not. It's really put pressure off myself. It really has. So I'm just sharing that with you, and I'm probably going to chapter this out because I know I've spoken about this for like 10 minutes. You might want to do the same. If you find yourself in situations where you're anxiously attaching, or you are afraid to put yourself out there because of past hurt, going back to that, it is safe for you to love card, make yourself a little rubric, not a list. The list is different from 6'4", blue eyes. The rubric is, can this person meet my emotional needs for a established partnership? Is this person going to be a quality life partner? I know that if you're like 23, maybe that's not something you're thinking about right now. But if you're not 23, it probably is. I hope that made sense. I'm really going to put a whole separate chapter for this so that people who don't give a shit about this can fast forward. I hope that section was helpful. If it was, drop a little comment below saying, hey, I appreciate your little TED Talk on that. I really do think I'm going to offer that on my website. And forgive me, y'all, because I feel like I have something in my eye. I caught myself trying to do my lashes today. It was so stupid. Okay. All right. Moving on to your career, babe. Capricorn, what to expect, the unexpected theme. I'm really excited to see what comes up in your career reading, given what we had for your oracle message of the month. And I need to be quick now because my client's coming at 12 and I've got 15 minutes. I shouldn't be 15 minutes. I should be fast. I should be at most 10. Make a wish, close your eyes and believe. There's a really heavy emphasis on not walking away, Capricorn. I'm really telling you that. 9 of Cups coming up here again. I want you to make a note of that, Capricorn. I want you to do some research on 9 of Cups reverse. 6 of Swords coming out again reverse. You are being called not to move on. Or, let me be careful. I'm saying you're being called not to move on, but perhaps maybe the message is there's a hesitation to move on. Office coming out here. Okay. Capricorn. Explorer. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we got some money coming to you, Capricorn. Okay. Maybe some of y'all are going to be getting an unexpected Christmas bonus. Okay. So we've got what to expect, 8 of Cups and the Justice card reversed. Second time Justice is coming out here. Justice reversed and Eight of Cups reversed. I'm going to show them to you upright. Eight of Cups is typically about walking away, moving on, needing solitude. The Justice card is about getting what's fair, getting what's right, getting what's you deserve, okay? Now, when I look at this reverse, the Eight of Cups reverse is that you're not moving on. You're giving something one last chance. You're maybe even feeling wronged. To me, this feels like you were wronged in a way, but you're staying. You're giving somebody or something a chance to fix a situation. You're giving somebody grace in relation to your career and finances. Now, this could be anything. This could be a landlord who didn't fix the issue, fix a pipe, and you know that they're fucking up, but you're staying anyway. You're not gonna file any claims or whatever. You're riding it out. This could be a boss who fucked up in some way, but you're staying. You're not quitting. You're trying to ride it out with them. So it feels like somebody has definitely fucked up in some way. But like I said, remember at the beginning what to avoid. It feels like somebody's trying to sweep something under the rug. Maybe that's you. I don't know. But this is like, don't cover it up. Don't cover it up. Anyway. What to avoid, the unexpected. Page of Swords, again, a lot of repeating cards in your reading. Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Page of Swords came out in your forecast as far as where to find support. So there definitely is somebody who is giving you a lot of information, somebody you can learn from this month. This could be air sign energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but just someone who's very intelligent, most likely feminine energy here. Someone that you really can learn from and observe. Somebody you could take notes from. There's somebody who's putting you on game. There's somebody who's putting you on game this month, Capricorn. Theme of the month, we've got Page of Wands reversed, so there's personal exploration here. You're kind of going through a personal transformation of I have the Explorer card out, which I'm going to jump ahead to. You're trying to find your new purpose. Keep trying. There are no mistakes, just opportunities to learn and grow. You may be called to explore careers that match your fearlessness and curiosity. You may need to go wandering and trust the unknown. That's where magic lies. Nine of Cups here reversed again. Just not being fulfilled. There's something you're just like, this is good, but it's not great. Strength card reversed. Persevering through a situation. Something is in your work situation is hard. You're also very much in your head. I think you're being a little bit too critical of yourself. Sometimes that's what the Justice card reverse can represent as well. You're really being very critical of yourself, too judgmental of yourself. Okay? You're the only one who's putting this much pressure on yourself, Capricorn. Okay. Six of Swords reversed. It's not time to move on. Maybe some of you are feeling a fear to move on. Like maybe you want to, but you're holding yourself back. I think that message is for a small portion of you. I don't feel like it's for all of you. I really feel like the message is largely to stay put. But for some of you, like I said, maybe the message is needing to encourage yourself to take a leap of faith and move on. All right. We have mistakes coming out. A past mistake left you financially insecure and unsure of what to do. Your current financial situation was your own doing. Accept responsibility for it. Learn from your mistakes and let it go. You will get through it. I think you're making a mistake this month. I think you're making a mistake this month that like, I don't know if you're afraid that you're going to be fired. Like it feels like you're making a big mistake that you shouldn't have made. And it's like embarrassing and it's like, fuck, I didn't mean to fuck up like that. But I don't think that you're going to have to move on from this job. I think all will be forgiven. We've got the Office coming out here. Everybody makes mistakes, Capricorn, okay? Think of the greater good than oneself to achieve a better outcome. Consider careers in administration or management roles. Manage your time better and or delegate tasks to be more productive. Heavy on the delegation because a lot of times mistakes are made because you try to take on too much. And then lastly, gift. And this is why I wanted to read this card last. Someone might give you a gift, lend you money, or help you in some way. You could get a cash bonus at work. You have natural talents, gifts, and abilities just waiting to be discovered. It may also be that someone else makes a mistake. I mean, I said this at the beginning of your reading. Someone else makes a mistake that you have to clean up. I don't know. It's really interesting. Heavy emphasis on children, mistakes, and not moving on. That's like really the major theme of your reading. Speaking of major theme, your oracle message was door to value, which I just love for you. If you're in some need of cash infusion, Capricorn, baby, it's coming to you. Defying gravity. Okay. New beginnings in finance or career. This card shows a door with a gold coin on it, opening to a place that's filled with light and bright potential. Money, coins, and jewels fly toward you through the open door, revealing a golden city beyond. All of this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansions where work or money are concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working toward for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative, and get ready to step through the door. I see this message sometimes also, again, like very similar to the gift. It's like money coming towards you. Like, December is going to be cute. It's going to be like stressful a little bit because there's a lot of anxiety. I think like you really need to manage your anxiety this month, Capricorn. I love this so far. You're the third I've done because I'm working backwards. So, I did Aquarius and Pisces, and it feels like even both of those signs just have a really lovely gift by the end of December. I think the end of December is going to be so lovely. I'm curious to see what the other signs get, but maybe it's because there's a new moon. There's a new moon at the end of December. Let me see when it is real quick. What is a new moon? It must be it's in Capricorn. It's got to be. The new moon is in your sign. Let's see. The new moon is, on the 30th. The new moon in Capricorn is going to be so lovely. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Abundance awaits, my love. Abundance awaits. Okay, that's all I have for you. I've got to go to my session, my 12 o'clock. Again, if you want your own personal schedule, a session, you want to dig into deeper anything that we've discussed here, you're more than welcome to do that. Feel free to order your 2025 forecast for all 12 months. It's a 55-page document. It will be very worth it if you want to plan ahead for your 2025. And check out all my other offerings and links, Amazon storefront, my journals, everything's below. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one, babe. There's more content to come this December. I love you so much. See you later. Bye.